Good day to all of you from MSNBC World Headquarters here in New York. Welcome, everyone, to Alex Witt Reports. We begin with this breaking news. Just before the deadline overnight, Donald Trump's legal team filed a brief with a federal appeals court in Washington, asking it to toss out the D.C. election subversion case against him, saying he should be immune from prosecution for his actions while he was president. It comes a day after the Supreme Court declined to intervene in the case, leaving it to the lower court to decide first. Meanwhile, on the question of immunity, President Biden now has weighed in.
Mr. President, do you think that a president, any president, is absolutely immune from criminal prosecution? Any president at all?
I can't think of one.
Joining me now, NBC's Julie Sirkin in Washington. Julie, welcome. So what did we hear from Trump's legal team overnight?
Well, Trump's legal team is arguing, Alex, that the former president was acting in his official capacity as president and not in his personal capacity as a campaigner for president when he questioned the election results of the 2020 election. They said in this legal brief that, quote, the indictment against President Trump is unlawful and unconstitutional. They say it must be dismissed. What they also said, which was interesting, is that the former president was ensuring, quote, election integrity when he made those judgment calls questioning the results in several states of the 2020 election. They are also saying that if the House had impeached the former president and if the Senate had convicted him, which the House did impeach the former president, the Senate run by Republicans did not, then maybe Jack Smith would have a chance here, a leg to stand on in this election subversion case. But still, the former president is getting the backing of one of his closest allies, Lindsey Graham, who posted on X earlier with a repost of Trump's Truth Social post, which you see him there. He said there were numerous legal and factual concerns about the 2020 presidential election. The president has the right and duty, Graham says, to challenge the results. He also accused the justice system of trying to, quote, criminalize a president for questioning and challenging an election. But he did say today that Trump needs to stop talking about 2020 and look ahead. Watch this.
I accept the election results of 2020. I'm worried about 2024. If President Trump puts a vision out improving security and prosperity for Americans, he will win. If he looks back, I think he will lose. So at the end of the day, the 2020 election's over. For me, we need to secure the ballot in the 2024 cycle. But Donald Trump's not the first person to complain about an election.
Remember, though, Alex, a lower court has already rejected Trump's claims of immunity. That is why the D.C. Court of Appeals is weighing that question right now. It's the very same one that Special Counsel Jack Smith tried to expedite before the Supreme Court, as you noted, the higher court rejecting that request. So the arguments will start on January 9th. But again, this is so important because Jack Smith cannot continue in his case, the election subversion case, until the question of immunity is settled.